hello. It's important for me to know that I've told you this, but this is my second day of filming. And the first day was about 4 to 5 hours long. And it did not... Yeesh. Please? Ah, the magic of Disney. Excuse me while I check my script because anxiety. Right, finally, I've got it recorded. Ah! It's taken 4 hours. It did not go well. We'll say that and we'll move on. Hello, Fowl Fam. Yes, I just said that, and yes, you're going to have to put up with it. My name is Gabby, and having watched the second Artemis Fowl trailer, one can say I was a little bit, concerned. And I have some things to say, which might be of use in these hard times, so let's get into it. If you've somehow stumbled across this video from somewhere far across the internet, maybe an excited friend sent you it, or you just really like podcasts, then let me explain what Artemis Fowl is. Artemis Fowl is a YA book series written by Irish writer Owen Colfer. It follows the exploits of a teenage criminal mastermind as he interacts with a fairy world just under our feet. And that's basically it. He's a good old anti-hero who has some great emotional arcs. The book series subverts expectations, it works really well with characterization, and then Disney got a hold of it, and... oh boy. I think I'm still having flashbacks. It's been 2 weeks since the war, and I'm still getting the flashbacks. Oh, I fear the night may take me. I don't know what I'm doing anymore either. I'm very tired. If my face didn't give that away. I need the tea. I bring the tea about Disney, but I also need the tea. I need the caffeine. Now, let me just start off this video by saying this is not a rant video about Kenneth Branagh or any of the cast or anybody else who worked on the movie. The corporation of Disney is fair game, but I'm not going to be having a go at anyone else who worked on this project because chances are they were beholden unto some snot-nosed executive who had never read a book on storytelling in their life. And it kind of shows. I'm hoping very deep down in my heart of hearts that we just have a bad case of marketing, that somewhere in the advert department of Disney, someone was told, this is an adventure series about a teenage boy and fairies and there's some action stuff in there. Make us a trailer. And the advert people had no idea where the story was going, so they went, yes, we shall do generic place name in here. A fantasy movie. But I'm not gonna bother overall because it'd be a waste of energy. The movie's done. It's coming out. There's nothing else we can do about it, and it's probably not gonna do very well, both because the fan base hates it and other more infectious topics in the world at the moment that's going to affect ticket sales or people leaving their house. But the main reason I'm not gonna have a go is why should I be angry when I can get creative? I'm here making this video even though my anxiety is screaming at me not to because I have a new project that I want to get out into the world. I want to make an adaptation made by the fans, for the fans, of this great series. I want to do an Artemis Fowl dramatised podcast. In the same vein as Welcome to Night Vale or insert other name of podcast I can't remember. But before we get in too deep, I want to ask you to subscribe and, ring the bell, because this channel is going to keep you up to date with everything that is happening in the process of doing this adaptation, right through from writing the scripts to recording the episodes to actually the finished product. Give us a like if you're feeling fancy, and share this on social media. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media. I haven't made the Instagram or the Twitter for this yet, but you will find the links in the description. Yes.
Look at me now, Mother. I'm a YouTuber. I'm asking for subscribers and everything.
I swear, yesterday's filming was way more intense because I was full of anxiety. This is the calm down version. This is me after less than 5 hours of sleep. So, a little bit of backstory on how I thought up this project. I am a second year in Falmouth University doing creative writing. I know, I look like I should be 14. I've been told as such by multiple people, but I promise I am in my 20s. During that time, some of our lessons have actually been on adaptation. How you transfer a piece of writing from one medium to another while still retaining the soul of the script. How you please the fans. How you actually see what makes a story unique and carry that through into another piece of expression, whether that be to a movie, to a podcast, to anything else. Meaning Disney no longer has an excuse for doing that, because they might say, oh, it was necessary for the direction our story wanted to take. We were just, that's how adaptation is done in our business. You don't need to lose that much of what makes a story interesting to make it a coherent story. You really don't. I mean, look at Harry freaking Potter. The first 3 movies are basically just book-to-screen adaptations. And look at their business model now. You cannot go 3 corners in any given shop without finding something Harry Potter related. That might just be in England because we're kind of obsessed with that stuff, but you see my point. So, fast forward to the second trailer. And I got rather agitated. No joke, I was walking round a table in the cafeteria, clenching my fingers into fists so hard my nails left welts in my palm. I was so angry. I'll admit I was angry. I think the point where they lost me was when Artemis goes, "Dad," as he's watching the TV. No! That's your father, young sir. What blasphemy is this? Anyway, that evening I went back home and I started rereading the first book for, I don't know, hope? And I started thinking about how I would do an adaptation, how I would lean into certain aspects of the story, how I would hone in on certain side characters, how I would update some things around the edges to really focus in on certain messages. And then I was left struck by, why wouldn't I? It took me about a week after that until I really decided on it. I was actually talking with one of my friends, Isaac, himself a big fan of the series, I was just left in a little bit of a void going, no one is gonna do this but me. No one is gonna drive this project forward unless it's me. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm not saying I'm the only person who could have done this. But I am the person who had the idea. And I'd be more than happy to do everything in my power to make it a success. I think that's the only way I can put that. By the time this video goes out, I should have already written about 5 to 6 episodes out of the 14 I have planned, just covering the first book. And I already have a few cast members already lined up for certain roles. But what I need now is help from all of you guys, the pre-existing fan base, because there is a lot to get done to make this even a little bit possible. We're gonna need cast members, we're gonna need audio editors, we're gonna need Patreon supporters to get equipment, to commission artists. This fan base has been screaming for content for nearly 2 decades. And there is only so much Artemis Fowl Confidential can do. They've been doing a brilliant job, but there is only so much they can do. I have never done anything like this before. And I need people on my side who are genuinely gonna see this project through to completion. Who have the passion and the drive to do so. Because we all deserve it. Like I said before, this channel will follow the entire process of that. However long that will take. I would hope to get that all started in the next few months, but the world's a bit tenuous at the moment, so we'll see. And lastly, to Owen Colfer. If by some miracle someone has managed to smuggle this down to you in your Disney prison, do not worry, help is on its way. But also, your book series has changed my life in ways I cannot describe. Mostly because I'm saving that for the next episode, because you gotta have that sweet YouTube watch time. You have single-handedly put me on the path that I'm on. You made me want to become a writer in the first place. And I want this to be a thank you for everything you have inadvertently done in my life. And that's it for today, folks. Don't forget, subscribe to keep up with the channel. Reach out to me on social media. What do you think about this project? Are you excited about it? Are you a bit meh about it? Did you like the trailer for the movie? Did you? Right, I'm going to go have some more tea before I have a panic attack. Yeah, that's it. 2 days of filming. It still took me like an hour to do this.
Salve it.